Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. On a really nice day, we've got blue skies and sunshine from southern New England down into Virginia and beyond. This really being caused by the dry air on the backside of a major storm that is sitting well east of Cape Cod, but it is going to have a little bit of an impact on our weather later tonight and into Friday. And in fact, when you look at the watches and warnings map, you'll see this the purple area that's off the coast of southeastern New England. Those are storm warnings that are in effect for the coastal waters. And we have gale warnings in effect also for the coastal waters all the way down to coastal Virginia. And again, that is because of the storm that is way offshore. In the meantime, there's a weather system moving through the northern plains that is producing winter storm warnings in parts of western Minnesota and the Dakotas, with a fairly large area of winter weather advisories. That weather system will be weakening as it moves eastward. In the meantime, we are seeing sunshine through much of the area, and temperatures, as they do this time of year, respond quite nicely to a full amount of sun. And we're up in the mid 50s as of 1 o'clock in the afternoon in most places. It's a little bit cooler along some of the coastal areas. And you head up into southeastern New England where some clouds are rolling in and it's only in the low 40s. But where the sun is out, we're seeing temperatures in the mid 50s, and we could see temperatures edge up just a little bit higher. As far as severe weather is concerned today, small area of marginal risk in parts of Oklahoma and Kansas. Otherwise, it's quiet. We see a larger area of marginal to slight risk for Friday in parts of South and Southeast Texas. And then as we head into Saturday, no severe weather is forecast, but just a small area of general thunderstorm activity. So at least for now, the severe weather part of the spring equation is not in play. And in terms of rainfall, we actually will wind up seeing perhaps some significant rainfalls in southeastern New England from this storm, and I'll show you why in a moment. But for everybody else over the next 7 days, from Northeast Virginia to southern New England, you're looking from anywhere from as little as a hundredth, so basically very little rain, to maybe as much of a quarter to at most a half an inch. The half-inch line comes back to about eastern Long Island. So for the most part, for my general area that I cover, Northeast Virginia to southern New England, not a whole lot when it comes to precipitation. Now, take a look at the satellite loop and look how impressive that storm is, sitting east southeast of Cape Cod. Just and it's not moving eastward. In fact, it's actually moving northwestward. And this is part of the issue because you'll see those clouds up in New England. Those are backing southwestward. It's still mainly sunny when you go south and west of New York City and Philadelphia, down to Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, and clear down to North Carolina. So we should hold on to sunshine for much of the rest of the day. But there will be clouds sweeping down from the north. And take a look at the radar, particularly up in Maine, where we're seeing a big area of rain that's moving back westward. And this is going to be moving west and southwestward during tonight and into tomorrow morning, and that back edge of that rain will probably make it for a short time to New York City and coastal New Jersey. Everybody else, I don't foresee any big problems from this. And this is what it looks like on our surface map. There's our storm way out offshore, but close enough. Again, its circulation is very large. The last isobar around the low goes clear back to Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. So we're talking about a storm that's controlling the air over a very, very large area. And we are going to see gusty winds here along the coast because that pressure gradient is going to get rather tight. Now, in terms of rainfall, you see where the cutoff is for a trace at about Atlantic City to Philadelphia to about Allentown, north and west to just south and west of Scranton. Most of the rainfall amounts up to about central Long Island and the western half of Connecticut are relatively insignificant. And then you start to see the amounts pick up as you go into southeastern New England. So there you're seeing amounts of an inch to an inch and a quarter, and even the odd spot of an inch and a half. But south and west of here, down through much of southeast and south central Pennsylvania, into Maryland and northeast Virginia, and into Virginia, and then also the Delmarva Peninsula. More than likely, you will see, other than some clouds from this backing westward, you've got no real issue. So let's take a look at what the models are doing. This is the new afternoon GFS. There's your storm. It's going to take a jog westward. You see it there. It's rotating around in a counterclockwise fashion. Makes its closest pass to Cape Cod tomorrow morning. So at this point, I would suspect that everybody's going to be overcast. And then that low drops southward and then turns southeast and moves out. So at this point, as we move into Friday night and Saturday, weather conditions should improve. I think Saturday should be a decent day, and that weather system in the plains now is moving east and weakening, falling apart. So I also think Sunday should be an okay day. It may not be picture perfect. There might be, I think there are going to be some clouds in the mix from time to time over the weekend, but no precipitation is forecast. And then going into next week, maybe by the time we get to later Tuesday night of next week, we starting to get into a chance for some showers. And just real quick, let's just take a look at what you can expect for temperatures. Clouds are going to hold numbers down on Friday. For the rest of today, we're going to be in the mid to upper 50s. And then for Friday, clouds holding temperatures back just a bit, mostly in the low and mid 50s for highs. And then we'll start to nudge those numbers up a little bit as we go into Saturday, talking about mid 50s to around or even low 60s down in Maryland and into Virginia. And then on Sunday, we're going to take, I think, a large part of this area will be in the 60s, and we might even see mid to upper 60s, southern New Jersey, southern Pennsylvania, down into Maryland, northeast Virginia, upper 50s to low 60s everywhere else. And for Monday, we're looking at temperatures mostly in the 60s and maybe even some 70-degree readings, southern Pennsylvania on southward. So except for that minor interruption, coastal New Jersey and into northeastern Pennsylvania, north and east for a brief time, where that rain comes down later tonight into early Friday morning. For everybody else, it's just going to be a minor inconvenience with clouds. Enjoy the rest of the day, because I think we're going to hold on to sunshine through the rest of this afternoon and take advantage of it, because remember, as I say, in the springtime, sunny days can be few and far between if you're in the wrong kind of weather pattern flow. So we'll update you later today. Don't forget, we've got the Joe and Joe Weather Show coming up tonight at 7 o'clock on my YouTube channel, Joe Cioffi. You can follow along with the weather and distract yourself from all of this that's going on with the coronavirus by downloading my free weather app, the Meteorologist Joe Cioffi Weather app, or Angry Ben's weather app, the Angry Weatherman, and that's on Google Play or on the App Store. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you later.